Hello and welcome to the third community event for the channel. This is going to be your Disventure Camp Season 5 fans versus favorites predictions. So, 4 days ago, I said, welcome to the third community event. This time, I want your predictions for DC5 fans versus favorites. It can be about the fans, the favorites, relationships, elimination orders, winners, literally anything related to DC5. I'm going to come back to this post on Tuesday, December 8th, which it is Tuesday, December 9th. I'm a little stupid. I can edit that while I talk, actually. I can't believe I did that. Where I will film a video going through your predictions as well as sharing some of my own. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a community event or video. You all should do that too, by the way. So, I put just the simple key art, well, not really key art, but that's a whatever. But I put this up here, and just so that everyone could remember everyone. And I'm gonna start the video by going over my main prediction for season 5, and that's how I think Gabby's arc is gonna play out. So here's what I think is gonna happen, and here's what I really want to happen. I believe that the first boot of the entire season will be Tom. And after Tom, I don't think Aiden will last much longer. Now, Lake and Rosa will stay for a lot longer, but Gabby would already be really sad that she just lost Tom and Aiden. Then I believe there'd be a team swap. And during this team swap, she would already start to hear her voices in her head again. And then she'd be put on the fans. Now, most of the fans would already have their relationships building by this point, right? So she'd be a little left out until she either gets manipulated by Evie, who's looking at her, or what I like even more are my two most anticipated favorites, Aura and Finn. She gets manipulated by that, and she kind of gives into the bad voices, kind of giving a bit of a darker but also better written version of Mal. And that's how I believe this will happen. I really hope that's how it happens too, because not only does that get Tom out first, which I think Tom's all right, but I just don't want to see more of him. But it also will give Gabby a amazing arc, and it also means there will be a team swap, which means one of the favorites will go over here, which I want to happen. So, yeah, that is my main prediction. So here we go. Ren will go either very far or get out very early. So Ren is the Tristan of the season. In terms of they added a new sexualities for representation, and that is actually hopefully like Tristan, not going to be their entire character or his, her. I don't even know. I think it's all of those. So I don't know. His entire character. So I do hope that Ren makes it far. I like his design quite a bit. Which I wasn't expecting to like his design, but I think it does look really cool. And then I think I think it'll be interesting if he goes far. I don't think they'll pull a Tristan and have Ren get out immediately like Tristan did. I think they did that so Tristan can come back in a second chance season. Hopefully Tristan comes back in a second chance season. But for now, I think Ren will probably go very far. Or maybe not very, very far, like Final 5, but I could see him being at least top 10. Next up, we got Spencer, who this person said, or sorry, we have our Rich Nope, who said Spencer is going to have a relationship with someone on the fan side to make his arc full from Carnival of Chaos. My guess is Rin, but I could see a few different players who may have some sort of Spencer arc like Diego and Logan had. I really, really, really hope not. I really hope not. I do not want Spencer in a relationship with anybody. And just looking at, I'm pretty sure he's only into dudes. I'm just looking at the cast here. Unless he counts Ren, which I can maybe see, he's not getting with you. Not you. Not you. Not you. These two will probably get together. Well, maybe Sam. I don't know. Definitely not Ernesto. I don't want Spencer to get in a relationship because I want him to, maybe if he comes back for a third season, but he's so good as a strategic player, and I want this to be his kind of redemption arc, and then maybe in a third season he can get a partner, but I just don't want that to happen. Okay, oh no, not Kez. Alright, we got not Kez. Let's see how much he did. Okay, yep. Yep. All right, just like last time. Although these are a lot shorter, so let's see. I think the main couple of the season will be Dunya and Nura. Yeah, you can already see how Nura is looking at Dunya. That's definitely going to be a thing. I think that the secondary will be Ara and Finn. I really hope they get together. But even if they're platonic, Ali Heather, then it's still fine for me. I think that Sam and Ernesto will be this season's Logan and Richard. I hope that Ernesto comes off as a Richard, but actually has more strategic or villainous intentions. While Sam, I really don't want another person in that kind of Tom, Logan, himbo archetype because they're just not written well. I mean, Logan was terribly written. If you want to count Diego as well, like that, just no. So I kind of want Sam to just kind of be a vibe, just a chill dude. But he can be pretty much anything, or he can be a well-written himbo. But even then, I'm kind of just done with that archetype. Aliwa and Aubrey will have a mother-daughter dynamic. Yeah, so I actually thought they were mom and daughter because look how similar they are, and they're also wearing, I think, like the same clothes. But Aliwa is somehow 23, and Ara, or not Ara, freaking, why is my brain not working? I just said it. Aubrey, she's like 19, so they're 4 years apart, but they're definitely gonna be close. Maybe they're I don't know. Maybe they're like besties. I really don't know. But or it can be like a Rosa Lake thing over here. Um, then you said Gabby and Evie will have a rivalry. Yeah, I believe so. And then across team oh my gosh, rivalry. Then she comes over here, gets manipulated by Ara and Fen, and the way they do that is by getting out Evie. Um, so Alec and Fiore will have a rivalry with Anastasia. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see this in this photo. Um, but I think Fiore is going to try to distance herself a little bit from Alec, at least for part of this. Because look, she's looking at Ernesto. I was going to say she's looking at Alec, but that would just mean she's looking at his stomach. I think she's looking at Ernesto, actually. But I think that I'd like to see them both go down a little bit of different paths strategically, which is why I wish they were on different teams. But obviously, I still want them to be chill together after because their relationship is amazing. Their father-daughter relationship, I should say. And then as for Alec and Anastasia, yeah, they clearly have something, which makes sense knowing their personality types. Benji and Ali friendship, that's obvious. Ren, Bruno, and Manu, they're all close to each other, but I mean, I guess so. Like he's got his hand, maybe. Alec Fiore, Ali, and Benji alliance. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to get out and Anastasia as well to get out the big threat of that huge five with Gabby, Tom, Aiden, Lake, and Rosa. Like this is five people that will not flip on each other. They just won't because they're all like friends in real life. It's not fair. Then hold on, where was I? Gabby, Tom, Aiden, Lake, and Rosa alliance with Gabby being evil, or Gabby's evil alter betraying the alliance. That or the team swap happens, which makes her give into it more. Because I don't think they're going to do where it just takes over, because I think that they're all about representation. They want to represent it right, which I believe is definitely the right thing to do with this kind of thing. Plus, we're not entirely sure what it is she has. I say multiple personality disorder, or DID was the better way to say that. But regardless of what it is, yeah, I probably agree that it'll happen. So I don't know if it'll be betraying or team swap. Spencer will start to appreciate Benji. Yeah, actually, they're probably going to vibe together quite a bit, I think. So we can have boom, 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 boom. And then I think after Tom and Aiden fall and Gabby swaps, that's when we'd get like Ali out. Because I don't think Ali's staying too long. What else? Yeah, Spencer and Benji are definitely going to be chill after what happened in the motel episode last season. Aubrey helps Gabby with their altar. I mean, maybe Aubrey does. Someone's going to. I'd rather it be a fan than a favorite. We'll have cameos and mentions of past contestants. I really, really hope so. I mean, we're going to get mentions. There's mentions of past contestants in almost every season. But an actual cameo would be really nice. A challenge where they have to spend the night in the jungle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is a jungle challenge. It'll have something to do with the volcano. Probably the finale challenge. A VR challenge. Yeah, there's a VR challenge every season. A horror challenge, probably. Challenge where you have to answer questions about Disventure Camp. Oh, I could definitely see that because the fans are fans and the favorites have competed. A challenge about facing fears, maybe. Multiple beach challenges, yep. A hide and seek challenge, maybe. A challenge about falling off a waterfall, maybe. Episode 6 being musical, probably. The season 3 songs I think are all mid, including Piggyback. I don't care. That's a hot take for me. But the season 4 songs, I love Isabel Logan and Richard's song. That's genuinely Logan and Richard's best moments in the whole show. In the finale, the volcano will explode due to the challenge. Absolutely, just like World Tour. Merge will happen with either the final 12 or final 14. Yeah, it'll be big. Okay. Prediction with votes in mind. So you said Ali, Tom, Ernesto, Natalia, Ren, Alec. That's early for him. I think Alec and Ren both make it far. I also think Natalia makes it far. Aliwa, Sam, Anastasia, Aiden, Fiore, I think makes it really far. I want her to win. Manu, Merge is all of these people. Dunya, Benji, Evie. I think Evie gets out earlier, actually. Rosa, Finn, Spencer, Lake, Nura, Aubrey, Bruno, Ara, Gabby. This took 2 hours and 40 minutes, by the way. Dude, freaking respect to not Kez, bro, for doing this. Like, this is crazy. I could see Gabby winning, especially since I think she's going to be, like, kind of the main character of the season. But moving on, next up we have Green Animation was here, who says, I think Bruno might win. I want Viewer to win, but she'll probably get eliminated at Merge. Rosa is probably making Final 5. I think that's Ara, is what you meant. Whatever her name is, might betray a friend. Oh, I accidentally went to his channel. My bad. Free shout out, I guess. Might betray friend and get him out 7th. I do think Ara will betray Finn. Alec is a pre-merge boot. If he is, he's a late pre-merge boot. I could see that. Maybe Fiore gets him out. Gabby will also be get a pre-merge boot, but will probably win the comeback challenge along with Benji or another fan. And I think Anna or Ali is getting first boot. I heavily disagree with the fact that Gabby is going to be a pre-merge boot because I believe she's going to be the main character of the season. While Anna and Ali being the first boots, I think they're both early to mid merge boots, but I think that Tom and Aiden are first on the favorites, and then there's also the fans. Who replied? Okay, Green. Yes, sure. I think Anastasia, Ali, and Aiden, I'm assuming that means Aiden, are going to be early boots. I believe so as well. Fiore could have an MK Julia friendship with someone on the fans. Maybe if there's like honestly, I wouldn't mind like a team shuffle. Where there's like half the fans and half the favorites on one team and half the fans and half the favorites on another halfway through the merge. Pre-merge. I think that there is going to be a Wednesday/indie style relationship with Aubrey and Nura. I would like to see that. In fact, I'd ship them more than I would ship Dunya and Nura, but we'll see. Then we have hoping Tom is an early boot. I think he's first. Lake and Rosa make it further. They will. Ali's first boot. I guess he won't or she won't be. Benji is a finalist. Benji, I think will make late. He'll either make late pre-merge or he'll make mid-merge. I don't think he'll make early merge though, because that's where he made it last time. Nat late pre-merge boot. I think Nat's actually going to be a late merge boot. I could see Nat making like final 5, to be honest. Although I don't know if I'd really want that. Aaron for the win says, everybody thought that most of the fans were going to be gone by merge, but I think it's the opposite. I think they'll focus on the fans more since they're new characters, and I think Odd Nation loves writing new characters more, guessing from Carnival of Chaos. Even if we look at the poster carefully, fans have a larger space than the favorites. I think this also explains why favorites low-key not good. If they chose better characters and eliminated them early, us fans would be low-key angry. So I would say that I think there will be more of a focus on the fans than the favorites, but I think there will be more fans than favorites in the merge. But I think that once that happens, a lot of those favorites that are still there will make it pretty far, and I still think Gabby's gonna. I want it to be Fiore, but realistically, I think Gabby's gonna win the season. I think a favorite will still win the season. That could also go to Lake though, or Rosa. So Fenn will be the one to portray Ara, not the other way around. Oh, okay, yeah. Most people say it's gonna be Ara, but that would be a good twist because you would expect it to be Ara. And Nura and Nura is actually the villain. Nura is the villain. I mean, I would love to see Nura's manipulating Dunya and then into a fake relationship and then gets her out, but I just want there to be a lot of villains. A fan is the first boot. I heavily disagree. I don't think a fan will be the first boot because I think they really want to flesh out the fans a lot more. They want to flesh out all their characters a lot more, so we don't have another Drew. Aura is not going to be get as far as people think. Also disagree. I think she makes at least final 7 because I think 7th place is around the time where one of those two is going to get betrayed by the other, along with maybe Fiore's help. Benji and Lake will make it really far. Yeah, I can see a world where Benji makes it really far. I definitely agree that Lake will. A fan will win, Nura or Mono from Little Nightmares. I don't know. And then a male main villain with Fen. I like Aura's design more, but of course we need to see the introduction tapes. Okay, we got Squidbot. I've been seeing him on the Total Drama Multiverse recently, and he says Manu will probably be a pretty chill guy and end up being a father figure to Ren. Please, I'm begging Odd Nation, do this. I don't know if a father figure to Ren, but I definitely see him being a father figure. I mean, he is really near Ren. I could see that. Tom will be eliminated to middle of the pre-merge. Odd Nation wouldn't want to give him too much plot armor yet. The defo reviews to let him get out so soon. I'm saying around 18th to 15th. Yeah, but I just think that from a writing standpoint, the best thing would be to get out Tom. But from a writing standpoint, you could have had literally anybody in the entire Disventure Camp Season 4 cast win instead of Logan, and it would have been better objectively writing-wise, and Logan won. So, I don't know. Maybe Tom will win the season. Who freaking knows? Spencer will, definitely come back to this video after the season ends and see how wrong we were, these people and myself. Spencer will end up having a little romance dynamic with Bruno. I really hope not, although I do think Bruno might be kind of the main hero fan. But I really don't want Spencer in a relationship. Fiore, Alec, and Anna will end up forming a powerful alliance that won't be taken care of until late game, since Alec, knowing how his plot from the Villains Alliance turned out with Miriam spying on them and figuring out, would be a lot more careful and tell them to make sure nobody follows them when they do meetings. And also, he wouldn't add so many people into it. I definitely agree that I could see a world where Anastasia does end up teaming up with them. The problem with that is I don't think Odd Nation wants to have Anastasia go super far after she randomly started getting a lot of hate after, well, actually not randomly, she did have some really brain dead moves after her girlfriend got eliminated, but yeah. I think Aiden's going to be the first boot. I think Aiden's going to be an early to mid pre-merge boot, but I don't think he'll be the first boot. Gabby, Spencer, Aura, final 3. I would like that. I would like that. That's a almost perfect final 3. I love Spencer, but I kind of want to put Fiore up there, but, we'll see. Sam and Ernesto friendship, Ren being Tristan 2.0, and Sam being Logan 2.0. I hope to God in heaven this isn't true. Ren being Tristan 2.0. Honestly, I like Tristan a lot, so I wouldn't mind that. And Sam and Ernesto friendship. I mean, just because Sam is Logan, Ernesto's Richard. This is Logan is the best OMG. This is, you changed your banner. But yeah, I hope that Sam isn't Logan 2.0. I wouldn't mind Ren being Tristan 2.0. Elimination order, early merge, Anastasia. That's not how you spell that. And Ali. Aliwa, Bruno, Manu, and Ernesto. I think Bruno's making it far. Honestly, I could see a world where Bruno wins the season. Tom, Lake, and Nat in the late merge. Then Nura, Evie, and Sam. I think Evie is going to be pre-merge. Not like early pre-merge, but pre-merge. Because of the thing that happens with Gabby, Aura, and Fen. Early mid-merge, Fiore, Alec, Gabby, Sam, Aura, Aubrey, and Ren. Top 5, Benji, Rosa, Fen, Spencer, Dunya. Ooh, Dunya? I have no idea. I think most likely Dunya and Nura are going to get together, and one of them is going to get 8th place. So, because that curse has to still happen, but I don't see one of them winning. If it is, I don't think it'll be Dunya. Reality Hangout. So, you said Aura will make it really far, and she'll be like a K-pop star. Are you saying that because she's Korean? No, I'm just playing, but, I would love to see this. I would love to see this kind of archetype. That'd be really good. Freaking evil Rumi. Yes, I watched that movie. I should probably put one of those characters in the Total Drama Multiverse. Anyways, Aliwa and Aubrey, as well as Aura and Fen, are going to be the main couples. Aliwa and Aubrey. I still see them more as a mother-daughter dynamic. I don't think they're going to get together. I think also we can have friends in the show and not have literally every single friendship end in a relationship. So outside of the ones with huge age gaps. So I think that we're probably going to have Nura and Dunya happen instead of these two. Aiden gets first boot because it'd be funny to see with James getting the first boot from All Stars. That would be pretty funny if both members of that couple have gotten first boot, but I still think it's going to be Tom, although he'll be pretty soon after. Then what did I just do? I just mixed everything up. Hold on, did I fix it? Okay, I fixed it. I just mixed them all up. Also, this isn't a prediction, but they better redeem Alec after what they did to him in All Stars. I think he was a good character in All Stars. He wasn't a good person at all. He definitely needed the 5th season, and I believe that this will happen. I believe I think that the reason Rosa and Lake won't get immediately killed after the other 3 are gone is because I think Alec will go to Rosa for help, seeing Rosa and Lake's dynamic, for help with Fiore, as Fiore is getting older and is now starting to get close to her teen years, and she's being more rebellious. So I could definitely see that. I think that'd be amazing to see. And then we can ship Rosa and Alec. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. So then Tom, Gabby, Rosa, Aiden, and Lake will form an alliance. They try to bring Allie and Benji along, but fail. The other members... Oh, yeah, Allie is also close... Okay, yeah, Allie is also close to these 5, but I think with all the other more villainous characters, they'll be able to manipulate Allie, with Benji helping that manipulation, since he knows some of those Season 4 characters. But the other members will learn about the Alliance, since it's so obvious, and they'll work together. We know that side will be distressful to one another, and probably have a 2 to 3 vote. Finn will be... Yeah, this is exactly what I think. Finn will be the main villain of the fans team, along with Zara, but yeah. Manu will be the tallest character in the season and be a big lovable giant. I mean, you can already see that because he's leaning down and he's taller than some of the other characters. I do think he'll be a big lovable giant. I think he'll be like a father figure as well. A fan and favorite will have a romance together, though I'm not sure who. Probably not Spencer, though. Hopefully. I wouldn't mind a fan and favorite. I have no idea who it will be because most of the fans are together. Let me see who's not with somebody right now. Rosa's not, Alec's not, Fiore's not, but obviously that's not happening, so I'm not even going to include her. Outside of that, yeah, it's Spencer, Rosa, and Alec, and I still think that if anything happens, I don't see a world where Alec gets with anybody. I wasn't being serious about that Alec-Rosa thing. And I swear if they freaking ruin Spencer by putting him in another dumb relationship, I'm going to be so mad. So I don't know. Evie is going to be a parody of Jennifer Coolidge. Let me go search up who that is. But particularly her White Lotus character. Sorry, I'm searching up who Jennifer Coolidge is. I think I've seen her before. Oh, she's from Legally Blonde. Yeah, okay. And she's in a Minecraft movie. Oh, yeah, she's the one who dated the villager. I could see that. Okay, prediction 1. I think that Season 5 is going to be revealed that Aliwa and Finn lied about their age on their passports because those two are aging like milk. Honestly, you say this is satire, but I could genuinely see this for Aliwa because, my lord, do they look old. My actual prediction, though, is I think that Spencer, Alec, Fiore, Benji, and Allie are going to form an alliance to counter the obvious 5, which is, yep, those 5. I think Spencer is going to go up to Alec and propose a deal since his greetings have stated Alec is his favorite previous contestant. And, of course, Fiore is going to be a part of it since her and Alec are practically a package deal. Later on, during the first few episodes, Spencer's going to go up to Benji and ask him to join the alliance. I feel like this could potentially work to their interaction in the motel episode. Yep, we've already gone through a lot of this already, guys. Now, you may be wondering how Allie would get looped into this. Here's the answer. Benji and Allie are going to instantly click since they have so much in common. Yep, Benji definitely watches Allie's streams, and I feel like Allie favored Benji as a contestant. Spencer would say that he needs to at least one more person, and Benji would recruit Allie. Boom. I think you can tell I love talking about Spencer due to my hot take in the other video. Yep. Oh yeah, this is you, Ezra. And I was genuinely tweaking because I thought my entire comment got deleted, but I realized I posted it on another one of your posts by accident. Whoops. Wait, you did? Oh, I read it, but whatever. Anyways, keep posting awesome content, dude. Thanks, man. Well, I might have just read it and it might have not been in the video. I don't know. I don't remember every single take, but I do remember yours. Anyways, we've already gone through all of this, so I do agree. And then honestly, I wouldn't be surprised here. W Bakugo, by the way. Okay. Anyways, we move on to Ollie because I've already been going for 25 minutes and we are like halfway. Ollie says, the way Evie is looking at Gabby makes me think that Tom will be eliminated early. Yep. So Gabby will go to her alternate personality and become a villain. Yep. Well, it'll pretend to be nice. Gabby will team swap to the fans. Yep. And Evie will be the one to take down Gabby. I don't think so. I think Evie will be taken down by Gabby, as she would be the only one to see through Gabby's facade. I think that's why. Because I think outside of her, I think Aura and Finn will also see this, or at least Finn, or at least Aura. And then they will help her take out Gabby. Wait, hold up. This is actually a fire idea. Yeah, Squidbot. I'm saying, like, this, or at least some variation of this has to happen. Or else we're going to have that obvious Tom-Jake alliance just ruin the entire season by getting out all the best fans. I love Lake and Rosa. I hope they make it far. Aiden's pretty good, and Tom's fine when he's not with the worst character in fiction, Jake. But I don't want them to be just ruining Alec and Spencer and freaking everybody. I believe we'll get a Villains Alliance 2.0 with Alec, Fiore, Spencer, Aura, and Finn. Yeah, because I think all the other villains will be gone by then. Except also Gabby. Because Gabby was also in the Villains Alliance in All-Star. Okay. Yeah, I like that idea. Then, to keep it short, for the fans, I think Finesse, the guy with blonde hair and the mustache, I didn't know his name wasn't just Finn, will be a finalist, and Alec will win the season. I don't think Alec will win the season. I think if somebody relating to that, a kind of group of the show, would probably be Fiore. I think Fiore, Lake, Aura, maybe Bruno, kind of those people. But I do think Finn will be a person that goes far, at least if not a finalist. Here's a list. Okay, I'll try to speed round this list, and I'm gonna have to reset my recording. So first elimination on the favorites is honestly Rosa. Nah, there is no shot they don't bring back Rosa for All-Stars. They make her fire in the remake of Season 2, and then they make her the first boot. Or at least the first elimination in the favorites. I 100% disagree. I think she's actually the literal least likely to be the first boot. She, Aiden, Tom, Gabby, and Lake are the most obvious. Yep, which means you take out Tom and then Aiden, and then Gabby swaps. Which would make the other players paranoid, and out of the 5, Rose is probably the most likely because they wouldn't get Lake out early after her All-Stars performance. Odd Nation wouldn't want Tom or Aiden out too soon, and Gabby is going to for her. If Rosa is the first boot on the favorites, I guarantee you there will be riots, bro. At least in the comment sections. That would be terrible. First, but I mean, maybe. They did let Logan win. First eliminated from the fans is a bit more predictable, probably Evie. Or I'm assuming you were going to say less predictable. A bit more unpredictable. Okay, I'm illiterate. I think Evie will still go down the thing I've already said. Spencer is probably going to have a romance with one of the fans. I thought it'd be Sam at first, but because of the age difference, it's probably Bruno. I hope so, or I hope not. Dunya and Nura are the girl-girl couple. Yep, they have to have one every season so that they can have their final 8 thing. But they'll never have a girl-girl couple that's as good as Luz and Amity. But none of them have been bad. Yeah, Gabby and Ellie's one of the best ships. And Arissa's fine. And then all the other ones are just not even that important. But there's never been like a bad one. A female's probably gonna win. So my lock-in picks, what am I saying? Are between Lake and I guess Aura. Yeah, Lake, Aura, and Rosa. Although you just said that you think that Rosa is going to be the first boot. But I think, although it would be kind of cool if Rosa's first and Lake's the winner, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah, if a female does win, I think it's going to be Rosa, Lake, Aura. Okay, so now we get to the replies, and the replies say, I doubt they would bring Rosa back after excluding her from All-Stars just to make her the first boot. I see her making it quite far, maybe an early merge boot. Late pre-merge at best is crazy. I think she's gonna be, because she's gonna have her daughter. It's gonna probably be a big thing. I definitely disagree. Um, but hashtag this is what it's for. I mean, we got prediction hot takes right now. This is what this video is for. So then we have Meow Disventure. I think Fiore will win this time. I really hope so. Although I do like the idea of her coming back every 2 seasons. By the way, until like season 10 or until like she's an adult and then she finally wins. It could be me being delusional because I said the same during All Stars, but in the poster, Manu is pointing at Ren and Benji is pointing at Fiore. Maybe this is a hint. Another prediction I have is that Fiore and Rosa will have some sort of plot together. Maybe even Rosa adopts Fiore. No, I think if anyone adopts Fiore, it's going to be Alec, but sadly, they made it clear in Greetings that's not how it works, but honestly, just kill the parents. That's like half joking. I think that I want to see, yeah, I guess Benji is pointing at Fiore, but we can see Fiore has a dynamic with Ernesto. We can see Alex going to have a dynamic with Anastasia. Here's how I think the favorites are going to go. Tom gets eliminated. Aiden gets eliminated. Gabby gets swapped. We're not even going to talk about the fan that gets swapped, but there would be a fan on the favorites now. The next favorite I think gets eliminated, though, is Anastasia after Alec and Fiore team up with Lake and Rosa. Reluctantly from Fiore. So then Lake and, or at least Rosa, would help Alec with Fiore. They would bond a lot, and this would kind of redeem Alec and maybe partially redeem Fiore. Meanwhile, Nat would be just happy helping these two, and these two get out Anastasia because Natalia hates Anastasia. Also, I think Allie could probably maybe like, okay, Tom, Aiden, Gabby swap, Allie, Anastasia, Benji, Natalia, and then we merge with Alec, Fiore, Lake, Rosa, Spencer, and Benji. Or you can say Benji gets out here and we merge with all the same people except Natalia. And I think the fan that swaps will make it till merge the same way Gabby will make it till merge on the other team. I think that's how it probably goes. But anyways, where was I? Right here. So, as someone who isn't going to be watching the season, I went over the cast, potential themes, and final elimination order I could totally see happening. Okay, so I have a question. You have Dan, a Disventure Camp character, as your person here, or your profile picture here. I'm gonna go to your channel. Sam Does Random Stuff. Huge shout out, by the way. You have Total Drama and Disventure Camp characters, and you have rankings and my ways of Disventure Camp on this channel, and clips of Disventure Camp on this channel. Okay. Why are you not watching the season? Why are you commenting on this if you're not watching the season? I am very curious to know. Obviously, you don't have to watch the season, but I'm assuming you're just that little of a fan of the favorites they're bringing back. But I feel like you should at least give it a chance. If the canon season ends up being worse than what I made, you wouldn't know because you're not watching it. I give people to view the following elimination order as true. Teams, the fans are fans, and the favorites are favorites. I'm calling Sam Simon because I copyrighted his name, and that's mine. Okay. So Bruno's the first boot. I don't think so. Ali, Evie, Aiden, Anastasia, Aliwa, Manu, Nura, Alex, Simon, Sam, Gabby, Aura. So Tom made merge. Oof. Ernesto, Fiore, Tom, Ren, Rosa, Nat, Spencer, Lake, and Dunya. With the final three being Aubrey, Benji, and Fen. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say no. Thanks for your comment though. Oh, you have more. Things I want is Anastasia Elam being caused by Natalia. I do think that's going to happen. I really want that to happen. Also, you wouldn't know because you're not watching it. Nura to be a blindside immunity idol play by Aura. Either Nura's or Dunya's, yep. And then Aura's elimination will be a blindside but caused by Finn. Aura is the main villain of the pre-merge, which gets the Ted treatment and gets fucked over. I'm reading his word. Mom, if you're watching this, my mom wants me to stop cursing in my videos, which I've been trying to. As Finn becomes the main villain for the rest of the season, I think so. There will be no rejoin. Maybe. Although I like rejoins. And then either Aubrey or Benji will win the season. Okay, well, again, thanks for all this. Although you're not going to really know because you're not watching the season. But I guarantee, you know what? Actually, hold on. Let's be honest for a second. You're going to say this until like episode 4 comes out and you're going to snap, bro. You're not going to sit this entire season. Oh, you made it Simon because your name is Sam. Oh, okay. That's funny. But I guarantee you by episode 4 or 5, you're going to break and you're going to start catching up, bro. You have a channel where you post Disventure Camp and Total Drama stuff. You're not going to just not watch season 5. I personally guarantee it. I personally guarantee you'll break. Especially if you're in this community post doing this. I guarantee it. But still, thanks. And I wouldn't mind a lot of these things happening, but I do not like this elimination order. If it's somehow worse than this, yeah, Odd Nation might be on crack. Bone Bolt says, there will be one fan and one favorite couple and one fan and fan couple. I think there will be 2 fan couples. I really don't even want a fan favorite couple because the only person I realistically see doing that would be Spencer, and I don't want Spencer in a couple. Then Amanda says, my guess is that Gabby might have the who? LC Ramos. I might have an LC Ramos edit. Let's see who this is. I'm learning so much today. LC Ramos. Who is this woman? I have never seen this woman in my life. She kind of looks like... Oh, she's a chef. I was about to say she looks like a chef. She looks like if Kamala Harris was a chef. Oh, she's from like the... Okay, she's got her own show. Okay, well, she'll get LC Ramos edit. Okay, well... Sure. And why not? I don't care. I won't mind. Nat will have a Kyle Thompson edit. What are we talking about, dude? Actually, what are we talking about? Kyle Timpson. This is another chef. Spencer and Ara might have a Corey Erling villain edit. What is going on? I'm searching up all these people. Are they all chefs? Oh. Well, she's kind of fine. Lake Rosa and Ada might go far. Okay, well now we're just back into depending on the what are we talking about? Okay, they're all just random people. And they might do a full-on team swap. Yeah, like a team shuffle. I could see that. Olivia or Aliwa. Whatever, man. Sure. Or girl, whatever. Sure. Notkez said here we go again right before writing that huge comment up there. Aubrey and Dunya could be good friends since they both believe in zodiac signs. Do we know that? I mean, we definitely know Dunya does, but yeah, I could see Nura as well. Could be a couple. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Oh, Aubrey. Yeah. Aubrey and Dunya. And then Dunya and Nura. Yeah, I could see that. Because I doubt they're gonna have Lake get the same thing Gabby did where she gets 8th twice. Although maybe they could. Boot order for the fans. Ernesto, Manu, Evie. I think Manu. I want Manu to go farther. I like his design a lot. Sam, Aliwa, Ren. I think Ren will go farthest. 2. Dunya, Aubrey, Finn, Bruno, Ara, Nura. I mean, I could see a world where Nura makes it pretty far. Okay, Academy says. Academy Dark Descent says, I was right last season with Logan and Spencer having a love plot before the season started. Oh, well, I'm sorry you were right. Finn is definitely a gay boy. Oh, Lord. You're just trying to get me canceled, Academy. Finn is definitely a gay boy who probably has something to do with Sam. I mean, I don't really care who he wants to sleep with. Frankly, I think that nobody should. It's kind of annoying how many characters we know that for. But I do personally think that if he does get with someone, it's probably going to be Ara. But I mean, if it's written well, sure, I guess. I think that fans would lose first, and I don't have an elimination prediction. I think favorites are going to lose first. I kind of hope Ara gets the Ted treatment for the funds. Dude, if Ara gets the Ted treatment, bro, not only would she be amazing in a second chance season, but my Lord, would the freaking community explode if she shows like all this good potential and then she gets like 3rd boot. Oh my gosh, that'd be bad. I think Allie's out first. I don't. Fiore, Ara, Rosa, and Lake will consist of a Black Widow Brigade, which is a Survivor reference. I know the Black Widow Brigade. although I haven't actually watched that season, but I've heard of it before. Also, that would actually be kind of cool. And then maybe put Gabby on there as well. I don't know. They will use their brains, Fiore, and beauty to manipulate. Yeah, but they don't need Anastasia for that. To manipulate the boys and get them out if they want to be more like Survivor. Fiore, Aura, Rosa, and Lake is a freaking amazing alliance. I feel like Aura might be a little too villainous for Rosa, but at the same time, maybe not. I would like this. Another prediction, if the first stun doesn't happen, is Fiora, Rosie, Benji, and Aura. Did I say Rosie? Rosa, Benji, and Aura are top 4. I wouldn't mind that. I don't think Benji's going to make it as far as people want him to, though. Fen, top 5, betrayed by Aura and Fiore. I don't know if he's top 5, but he'll definitely be betrayed by them. I think, like, 7th place. I don't know why I see a romance stem between Bruno and Aura, or Ren and Aura. I honestly see Bruno and Ren, actually. Please tell me their age, so I can change if they underage compared to Aura. Here, I can search up Aura DC5 age. So she is 21, and then Bruno is 21. Okay, I guess. And then finally, who's the other one? Ren. Ren's probably like also like 21. Ren's 25. Bro was born in 1999 or 2000. Okay, well, in that case, I guess from an age standpoint, yeah, but I don't think, I honestly could see Bruno and Ren. Here's my prediction for each character's placement. Oh, my goodness. Okay, also these placements are very broad and not specific, so keep that in mind. Aiden, early pre-merge. Alec, mid-merge. Okay, Aiden, early pre-merge, yes. Alec, mid pre-merge, no. I think late pre-merge to early merge. Ali, early pre-merge, yes. Anastasia, early merge, no. I'm just saying what I think is gonna happen. Aura, late merge, potentially finalist, but who knows? I'm assuming that's who knows how Odd Nation is when it comes to unpredictable winners and bad winners. Although I like Rhea, but Logan. Aubrey, late pre-merge, maybe. Benji, late merge. Bruno, mid merge. Dunya, late merge. Okay. Ernesto, mid merge. I think Ernesto will be a pre-merge, dude. Evie, early merge. I think she'll be pre-merge because of what we said before. Fen, late merge. Yep. Fiore, late merge. Yep. Gabby, mid merge. I think she's a finalist. Lake, mid merge. I think she's also could be a finalist. Manu, mid merge. Nat, mid merge. Dude, you got a lot of people in mid merge. Nura, late pre-merge. Aliwa, early merge. How big is this freaking merge? Ren, mid-merge, yeah. Rosa, late merge, yeah. Sam, early pre-merge, maybe. Spencer, mid-merge. Tom, mid-pre-merge. I think Tom's first boot, which I've said like 20 times. Bone Bolt, again. Also, thank you for this. What did you say about Fiore? Late merge. I think she's a finalist as well. Alec is going to be another Villains Alliance with Fiore, Gabby, Anna, Nat, Spencer, and Allie. Allie's not really a villain, but I think you said I can see that. Okay, I think that I like the thing more of him teaming up with Lake and Rosa. Gabby better not get 8th again. I don't think Gabby's getting 8th again. That would be really, really, really funny, though. Boot orders for the faves. Faves. Oh my gosh, that was weird. Favorites. First out, Allie, Nat, Aiden, Anna, Lake, Gabby, Tom might win or close to first boot. Alec, Benji, Rosa. By the way, Rosa does have the same pose in every poster. Yeah, she does. Which I think is kind of funny. Fiore, Spencer. I think Spencer either goes out really early or goes almost all the way, which I hope is the second. Unless he gets in a relationship, then I want him gone. Then he said, I'm pretty sure a fan will win the season. I can't tell where the fans will place, but I have a good idea where each favorite will be eliminated. Alec is 100% a pre-merge boot. I think he's an early merge, but he's one of the last ones. Tom, despite me wanting him gone early, knowing Odd Nation, they push at least to early merge. I hope not. Fiore is 100% making merge since Alec has already had a season to himself. Now it's Fiore's turn. I think Alec could be late pre-merge, but I think he's going to be early merge. it's Fiore's turn. She's probably making it to late merge. Gabby is interesting because I could see her going early. I don't. Or making a deep run. I just placed her as an early merge boot. I don't think so. Since she makes merge twice, Rosa well, yeah, but she makes merge twice while being pushed aside for like Ellie and then Gret. Rosa Maria is for sure making merge since that this is their first season since season 2. Yeah, and have the creators want to show off more of her character. Yep. So she can be an early merge boot. Aiden is obviously going pre-merge. Yep, since the majority alliance will be targeted, and I can see him being the first one out of that alliance. I think it's Tom. Lake is 100% going far. I don't think she'll win, but she's going far for sure. I could see her winning, but yeah, I think if Rosa or Lake win, it's for their daughter. What's her name? I forgot their daughter's name, but I could see that happening, and then maybe they give some of the money to Alec and Fiore so that Alec can get his life together, and then he can adopt Fiore. I can see him being first out. Yeah. Ali is the first favorite gone. She's going to be in the first 3 episodes. Benji will make an alliance. I don't think she'll be first, but yeah. And then as for him, he's either going early or far, probably early merge for Benji. Yeah. I think mid merge, maybe. Spencer's 100% going far. He might even be one of the finalists. Nat will probably have an early boot. I think she'll have a late pre-merge boot. I can see her going early in pre-merge. And I don't think early pre-merge. Anastasia is obviously going early. She'd be the second or third favorite out. I still like my favorite elimination order the most. But I'm gonna say I agree with some of those things. I think Spencer. Also, please next time break up the sentences. I'm already like illiterate. Um. So then we have. I think Spencer and Bruno will be a couple. Already said. I hope that's not true. Ali and Nat and Aiden will be the top 3 favorites to be eliminated early. I don't think Nat will, but I think Ali and Aiden will be early. But Tom first. Then Aliwa, Ernesto, and Evie will be the top 3 fans. Maybe. I don't know really enough about any of those people outside of kind of Evie to even theorize about them. Fiore might be eliminated in 9th since she was a finalist in season 1 and got eliminated early in All Stars. So, I just dropped my phone. Dang it! I just got this phone the other day. It's actually a really nice phone, but here, let me make sure it's not broken. Okay. Anyways. I think Fiore will get further than that, hopefully, but that could also be Copium, so I can see this. Got eliminated in All-Stars, so she'd be eliminated early merge. I mean, yeah, but that technically doesn't mean anything because also Rhea was a finalist twice in a row, so Lake might be a finalist since she was eliminated in early merge in Season 2 and got eliminated very early in All-Stars. Yeah, I see a world where I don't see a world where she doesn't at least make Final 5 very early in All-Stars. So she'll be a finalist. There will be a double elimination and a rejoin. Yeah, I think so for both of those. There's going to have to be. Maybe Aubrey is the lesbian or bisexual because of the makeup. That'd be really weird to wear your sexuality on your face, but honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. So I still think that it's going to probably be, I don't know what Aubrey's going to be, but I think that if you're talking about like who's going to make 8th, I think it's going to be probably Nura or Dunya, which go be a couple or just friends. I don't really care because I don't even know anything about them. But I could definitely see it being the couple. Benji and Ali will of course be friends. Yep, that's one of the most predictable ones out there. Gabby, Tom, Aiden, Rosa, and Lake will form the alliance, but everyone might find out soon. Yep. And Evie might hate Gabby. Yeah, she definitely hates Gabby. Then your top 10, Spencer, he will make it farther because of his DCOC, Disventure Camp Carnival of Chaos, early merge elimination. Yes, I think so. Lake and Rosa, one of them, but not both, will make it top 10. I think both will make it top 10. Fiore, it is Fiore. Do I need to say anything else? Alec will probably get a sacrifice for her too. Yep, I think that could be a good conclusion to Alec's arc, is that he kind of pulls a Tess and he gets eliminated with Rosa and Lake being tasked with taking care of Fiore. And then Fiore tries to go a little more villainous because I don't think Fiore gets redeemed. Um, then and then like either Rosa or Lake can win if Fiore doesn't win herself, and they can give the money to Alec, and Fiore would genuinely care about Lake and Rosa, and obviously Alec. So then Benji has potential, but I don't know if he'll go long. Please on Nation, yeah, or last long, yeah. I don't think I don't know, because without Ali, I don't think he's really going to be doing that much. Gabby, I really don't know who should have taken this spot, dude. I'm just saying. I've said a lot about Gabby this video. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to skim past some of the ones that I've already said a lot. Fans, Aura and Fen, the villainous duo. They'll probably betray each other at some point, but I think they'll last till they merge. Yeah, at least final 7. Dunya and Nura, both are 8th place lesbians. Yep. One of those two will be 8th place because they're not gonna have Gabby or Lake do it again. I think that she will be more of a support character and be friends with Rosa. Aubrey, I think Aliwa would be the support, but I don't think Aliwa makes merge either. Sam and Manu, I really don't expect them to go further, but Odd Nation likes to do surprises, so yeah. Also, if there's a comeback, I think it'd be one fan and one favorite comes back, so maybe one of them. Or Ren gets out and comes back, I don't know. The fans will not become couples. Like, all of the fans, there won't be a single couple on the entire fans. I don't care about any of the fan ships that we already have brewing, like that people have been shipping, except for Aura and Finn. But even if they're platonic, that's fine. Honestly, with how many relationships and couples there has been in these last few seasons, I think it would be kind of a breath of fresh air because there's no full relationships on the favorites either. So just having no relationships, I don't think is realistic at all. But I honestly I could see it being kind of nice, just for one season, of course. But I still think there will definitely be some realistically. I think there will be an alliance of Alex, Spencer, Fiore, and Anastasia, and then right when it becomes almost merge, when it's almost merge, they will betray Anastasia. Yep. I also think Aliwa and Aubrey will be our mom and daughter. Yeah, so somehow they're not, because she's like 23. Also, I would love for their team swap when it gets to top 18. Yeah, either the team swap, like I've said, with Fiore. I mean, not Fiore, with Gabby, or with a whole team shuffle. I would love to see Alec win. Alec winning would be pretty cool, but I just don't see it happening. I think and hope Dunya and Nura are going to either be an amazing duo relationship, and I think Ali's first boot. Already said it's Tom, and yeah, or Anastasia because she was top 3 last season. I think she's early pre-merge. I mean, late pre-merge. My full elimination order predictions plus explanation. All right, speed round. Holy crap. Okay, lock in. Oh, it's escape key, and you got freaking Smash Bros. Duck Hunt. I have that amiibo over here. Okay, Ali would have a sweet bond with Benji, but I feel like they're going to prioritize the fans over the favorites, and Ali is going to be the most shoe-in pick to leave the earliest. I think it's Tom, but I think Ali is still very early. Ren in 23rd is crazy work. I feel like he'll fall in the Alicio/True type of character where he's enduring, but for a bit, but gets booted early. I don't think so, especially since Tristan got out early last time. 22nd, Aliwa. She could be a sweetheart, but I think she'll get targeted early to push whatever Aubrey's arc is going to be, since they already look like close friends. I agree. 21st and 20th are Anna and Alec. I 100% disagree on the Alec and Anna. I think they're both moving farther. This could be the first double boot where one of the teams is up for elimination. I think that the two will leave here. I don't. Ernesto, he's probably going to be targeted for being a wholesome presence. He'll leave his mark on the game, but will probably be one of the first shocking eliminations. Aiden, let's be honest, he's going to be here for a little while. If they make him longer than here, that's a bit much. I think this is around the area where he'd get eliminated. Maybe like 2 spots higher, though. 3 spots higher. Dunya, I just feel like the merge would be a bit too stacked for her. That's it. I kind of agree that I want this relationship to not take up too much time. That way that would also kind of make Dunya a Marissa, though. Natalia, I just think she'll naturally land herself in danger due to her outspoken nature. Yeah, yeah. 15th and 14th, Manu and Gabby. Already talked about how I feel about Gabby, so I heavily disagree with this already. Although I think this is around the spot I would see Manu getting out. This would be the second double boot where both teams are up for elimination, kind of like that season 1 elimination. Manu will probably have his friendship with Bruno and Sam. Yeah, if not Ren, then Bruno and Sam, but eventually there will probably be a guys alliance on the fans. He'll get picked off. Gabby's spiteful nature will probably be seen as a threat, and she'll get voted off before she can do anything. I don't agree with that. Evie, she's probably gonna piss off a few people on her team, but she'll find her crowd, and that'll keep her around. But I feel like she'll have the same fate that Linda did. I think Evie's gonna be a mix between Linda and Natalia. So merge happens with Rosa being the first boot, and I just realized Tom is in merge. Tom better not come to merge, bro. Rosa, a lot of people think she's gonna win, but I don't see it. I think there's a world where it happens. There are other favorites I think deserve a deep run more. Tom is the one of Odd Nation's golden children. He's not leaving early, but I don't think he's going to make it far to merge since he's naturally seen as a physical threat. I really hope he doesn't make it this far. Aura, I have a feel. I mean, like, we're going to have freaking Tom Jake season 3, guys. Come on. 10th, Aura. I feel like Odd Nation will write her like a Heather or Julia's actions caught like if Heather or Julia's actions caught up to them and they couldn't run away from it. And in that sense, she'll also be like Spencer, like how he got out without he got out. I still think that Finn. I'm starting to flip and think that instead of Aura betraying Finn, Finn will betray Aura. But yeah, Benji. I think he'll go far, but I don't see him making it farther than here. I think this could be around where he gets out. I don't know. I think the others left have more drive to make it. Oh my gosh, I can't talk to the end. But that will mean Benji won't give it his all. Yeah, I agree. Sam, he's honestly just looks like a chill guy. He's probably going to be one of the most, or get into some conflicts, but his time will come from being a threat. I don't know. Sam's so basic. He has a basic name and basic design that we literally don't know like what he's going to be. But I do think he'll be chill. 7th, Fiore. She'll be kept around for her slippery nature, but I think she'll eventually get picked up if she becomes a vote danger to enough people. Again, I think she's going further than this. I hope she goes further than this. Aubrey, she just seems like a super fan type, so she's definitely making a deep run. But she doesn't seem like a final-worthy character. Yeah, I think Aubrey is one of those characters that I haven't really talked about that much in this video compared to the others. But I do think I could see her getting really far. Spencer, he's definitely making it near the end. He'll have the season-long development. Yeah, probably a redemption arc. And I feel like this would be a good spot to leave him at. I agree. I think this is good for him. 4th is Nura as a grounded presence in the merge. She will stick around, but I feel like the others will be more competitive finale. I also believe Nura will make it pretty far. Bruno. This is the main male character of the season. I mean, yeah, he's just got that main character design. He will most likely be taken advantage of and have a strong screen presence, but I don't think he'll quite make it to the end. Ben, the main villain, he'll probably have a tragic background and won't burn as many bridges as Aura, but surely a male main villain will take center, right? Yeah, we do need a dude main villain, because we haven't really had one outside of, like, if you want to consider Alec. But even then, that was more so Fiore than Alec. And then there's other male villains, like Yule, but he was never the main villain. So I think it'd be kind of cool for them to do that, especially since one of the best main villains of these kind of shows is male, being Alejandro. Although Heather and Fiore are better than him, but whatever. Actually, is Fiore better than Alejandro? I don't even know. I'd have to think about that more. And then Lake, I just feel like she'd be a great winner. I agree, gathering what she's done from the previous 2 seasons to overcome this one. She really deserves it. Yeah, there's a lot I disagree with here, but I do agree with a lot of it as well. So we'll see. I wouldn't mind this too much outside of Tom making merge. But we gotta finish this video, so let's finish it up with our last 4. Okay. I could have finished this had I gone a little faster with only 2 recordings, but there was a reply to this as well. I hope Lake wins. since it's most likely that a girl will take victory this season, even though I would place Aura a bit higher in the ranking. I think that a girl will win this season because I think they're gonna go boy girl boy girl boy girl unless they have like a Tristan win. Um, but we'll see. I also wouldn't mind there being a twist and a guy winning, but out of the people here, I think that the only guys that I could see winning are Spencer and Finn, and maybe that happens as a twist to break the cycle, but I don't know. And then you said, I think Allie will make a very good first boot. Damn. Again, I think she's definitely in the bottom 3, bottom 5 favorites that are gonna make it far. Aren't gonna make it far. So I don't think she's gonna make it far at all. But I don't think she's gonna be the first boot. This is my prediction for what each character is. Aura, K-pop idol. Yeah, like a mean, evil roomie. Finn, an adventurer. I mean, maybe. I don't know. What is he from? Like, Australia? So I could see it. Bruno, you put question marks. I say freaking main character. Evie, rich woman. Yeah, she's definitely like a posh version. Like a rich Natalia Linda hybrid. Alila, something related to cats or even animals. Yeah, she's definitely like a cat. I thought she was an old cat lady, but she's not. Sam is a tourist. Ooh, I like that idea. I could definitely see him being a tourist. And then Nora's the goth girl. Yep, Manu's a firefighter. Okay. Ernesto's a stay-at-home grandpa. Most grandpas stay home. But, yeah, okay. Dunya is a fortune teller. Aubrey is an aura painter. That's like the freaking Lucario thing. And then Ren is gender fluid representation. And let's hope that Ren is actually a character and not just this. I mean, this is fine. This is great. But, like, Ren needs to be an actual character. I want all these characters to be more than just their archetypes, though. That way we don't have Pocateo Island on our hands. But, yeah. I mean, like, the same way Tristan was more than, non-binary representation, I would like to see Ren be more than just that. But, yeah, I do think that will be the case, though. I think Ren will be a good character. And then, as for everyone else, I definitely see a lot of this. I really like the idea of Sam being a tourist and Manu being a firefighter. Then you said, or, well, not you, but Gak Atazg said, Ren and Bruno might be a couple. Yeah, I could see that. Ren gets out and Bruno becomes determined to win, maybe. And Mono, Ren, Bruno trio. I think that or a squad of these three and Sam. I can see a lot of this happening. And then finally, we have Aiden will be the winner as he is both a fan and a favorite. All right, look. I like that logic because he's a fan and a favorite. That's cool because he's technically if Aiden didn't make it into season 2, obviously that would also mean he wasn't in All-Stars. That would mean that he would 100% be in fans versus favorites as a fan. However, what could they possibly do with Aiden? Aiden was already not even true. I like Aiden, don't get me wrong, but Aiden wasn't even that interesting in season 2. And definitely wasn't interesting in season 3. So, what could they even do with Aiden to freaking justify him getting a win over any of the fans, over Lake, over Rosa, over Fiore, over Spencer? I do not see this happening. Although I still would rather it happen than Tom winning. Spencer will make top 6, absolutely. Aura might betray Finn at some point. I think it's going to be the other way around. I've switched up on that. And our final thing... Oh, wait, there's actually a reply to this. Is Alec will make merge. I think he either just won't or he will. He just barely won't or he will. I agree that Aiden will win. He needs a second chance at the final 3. Guys, did y'all see the reaction to Rhea getting final 3? I don't agree at all that Aiden isn't within the... there's no way Aiden sees episode 10, bro. Let's be honest. There's 26 episodes. He's not seeing episode 10. I honestly, I don't think he's going to get near episode 10. I just don't see that happening. So overall, guys, that has been the Disventure Camp Season 5 takes video, our predictions video. I have absolutely loved this. I will say it did get a little bit repetitive, just because of us going off now. I might do a similar video like this again, or maybe like a cast ranking once we have our interviews. You know what I mean, like the pregame interviews that we got for Carnival of Chaos. Hopefully we get those for fans or favorites after season 2 wraps up and Tom Jake season 2 wraps up. But I do think that overall, a lot of the things that we've talked about today, if they happen, this could be a absolutely amazing season. I have really grown on the favorites cast. I obviously have really grown on the fans too, because I didn't like them at first at all, but I've grown on them a lot. But on the favorites cast, I already was super happy with them bringing Gabby, Lake, Rosa, Spencer, Alec, and Fiore back. And I didn't mind them bringing Anastasia back, or Ali, or Benji, personally. I know a lot of people hated Ali coming back, although I felt that it didn't make sense for Ali. And I was really on them bringing, like, Tom, kind of Aiden, and Natalia back. But now that I'm really starting to see what they're going to do with these characters, and the fact that they can't bring back all the favorites, in real life favorites, they can't bring them all back, because then people are going to be mad no matter who gets eliminated on the favorites. They need Toms and Aidens and Lakes, not Lakes, Allies, which are people that, obviously, I like Ali and Aiden. A lot of people like Aiden, and some people like Tom as well, but even they can recognize that these characters have completed their arcs, and if they haven't, they'll be completed in Tom Jake. Even though I wish Tom Jake would end, just because that's more and more Jake. Actually, you know what? I don't wish Tom Jake would end. I like a lot of the episodes that don't really focus on Tom and Jake as much. Even when they are just focusing on, like, Tom and Gabby is great. Ellie's great. The cowboy episode was amazing outside that one random weird makeout scene. But, like, seeing Tess was amazing. Gret, Amelie, all that. But I do think that a lot of these, roping it back into what we're actually talking about today, a lot of these characters will be completed more in there. Because I think season 3 of Tom Jake will probably come out right after Disventure Camp season 5 ends. During that time between, like, it kind of as the bridge between season 5 and season 6, which will either be Second Chance or just a new cast, probably a new cast and then Second Chance. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here, and I think that if they play their cards right and they keep the same quality that they have in the current season 2 remake, while also recognizing that they need to listen to the in real life fans a lot more and not just do whatever Jared wants, I think we might have the best season of Disventure Camp so far on our hands. But guys, there is still over a month before the season premieres, and a lot of Disventure Camp and Total Drama content to make, so make sure to go check out my other content, and I cannot wait to catch y'all next Tuesday for the next community event.